How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Yeah, I'm gonna be paring down as much as I can, but I figured that there's some stuff I can't pare down, so leave that. There's the fan, and I think I will bring back this. But this is just a whatnot thing series. This is a vlog and news. But I'm going back for some of this paranormal stuff. Now, I don't adhere to these. Ghost Talker. Is this on?
Lip.
There.
Force. Julie.
Magnetism.
Today. Assume. Analyst. Photo.
Movement. And there it has lists of words that it pops up. And people read into it. And even I've been reading into this. Lip, force, Julie, today, assume, analyst, photo. Except for today. So as far as my vlog is, I'm starting to get back into the walk. My mom's doing fine. She's working on this rehab to get her legs strong. And it's all the way up this hill in Waikiki. So I called her, I said, how you doing? And then I'm like, I had this list of things to do. So I'm kind of turned back into errand boy. So I'm going up today again. It's good to see her. It's good to see her doing well. And just for, I know someone, actually, I'm probably the only one watching this right now. But if you're watching this, I know who you are. Hey, my sister. If you're watching this and you're not my sister, like and subscribe. Channel's going downhill. So there's stuff in the news. Let's go look. One, they're still looking at the Taiwan thing. Yeah. The U.S. is saying this is international trade route. It's open. And the China guys are going, hey, I'm tired of telling you. And it's getting kind of close. And China and Russia are, butt buddies. What am I going to say? It's a little bit creepy in that regard. The fentanyl death, I was wrong. 4 people weren't revived, only 3 of them. A second one died. Fentanyl is just so potent. I took a lot of biochemistry and chemistry, and when a substance of this, chemical substance is concentrated, it like to this degree, why are they even why? But there's a good way to get around it. Don't do drugs. like that kind of, I'm not talking coffee as a drug. I'm talking about, what I'm saying. And but don't let me tell you what to do. Whatever. The West Coast is having problems, so the shipping thing if the shipping goes down, Hawaii's, we got a couple weeks, and then we're going to be cannibalism like the Donner Party. Thank you. And basketball. Who cares? Sorry if you like basketball. There's some weird stuff. There's the $3,500 if you want to be the headset that enters virtual reality. Yeah. What? So you can see through the goggles, and there's stuff imprinted on the goggles. I mean, $4,000 for that, so you can walk around with, and what, Pokemon is going around where you're at? I don't know. And Ukraine, they're starting to kick back, and they're getting some support, and they're utilizing it very frugally, and actually making some replies, and then they're like donating blood. I thought that was a guy at first. They got the big giant. It looks like a girl. It's a big Ukrainian girl. Oh my god. And there's Jacqueline Kennedy. Who cares? Once again. You know what? We forgot to do something like back in the day. I'm going to do so many parts of the paper. But back in the day, real hula, 1982. Wow. This is members of Kumahulu, John Kahi Popolinski's Kapahula, Hawaii, Phil King's Village. King's Village, and how far back 1982 is, King's Village doesn't exist anymore. I don't know why they got rid of that place, but brought some kind of, interest. I don't know. People's Waikiki land developing. This is the 10th anniversary. Topolinsky, there's a high school dude with that. Mark Hamill's telling us that Luke Skywalker is gone. He's doing other stuff. Mark Hamill's like, look, I'm doing other stuff. May the Force be with you. Laters. And then there's a crash probe with that pilot thingy, and I don't know. That was meant to fill. There was something else. But okay, so political cartoon. The battlefield for the future of America. Yep. And I don't know. Parenting? What can I say? The kids I used to see, I didn't even have a calculator until I entered calculus in high school. I couldn't use a calculator. It's like, what? And I would get on elevator, and you see people with their kids in the parabola, the little baby pushers. And the baby pusher has its own little iPad thing, and the kids messing with the iPad, and they're like 2. I'm like, God, learn how to type with a typewriter, a manual typewriter first or something. Okay, so, letters to the editor. There's no hope. Leave all hope, ye that enter. It's the news zone. To solve homelessness, rejuvenate middle class. Richard Boreka usefully cataloged the failed attempts of Hawaii governors have made to, quote, solve, unquote, homelessness. Homelessness persists in Hawaii despite many governors' dogged attempts to combat it. Article May 28th. Nevertheless, government and private services have helped many of our neighbors get off the streets and back into housing. The homeless problem persists despite these services because individuals and families are constantly falling off the bottom rung of the economic ladder. The swelling ranks of the poor is a national problem that cannot be solved at state and local levels. Our congressional representatives need to step up and roll. That's it. Goodbye. Karen back. Our congressional leaders need to step up and roll back loopholes and tax cuts for the wealthy so a rejuvenated middle class can lift our neighbors out of the poverty that drives homelessness. Until that happens, we're stuck with caring for the least fortunate among us. Kudos to Governor Josh Green for taking this task to heart. Thomas S. Dye, Chinatown. Thank you, Thomas, for sharing your letter and views on the bolstering of the middle class. That was actually, I believe, written up by either Plato or Aristotle. I'm thinking Aristotle. Well, one of them, I know Plato wrote The Republic, and then Aristotle wrote a political one too, but one of those two guys was talking about politics and people, leaders and people, being governed by people, being governed. And they went over the whole gambit of different types of government. But one thing they posited, it's like Aristotle, I think it was, is that you have a good country, nation, city-state, whatever. You have a good one of those if your middle class is big and healthy. If it's populous and they're doing all right, then you're doing good. You start decreasing that middle class, you're going to be in trouble. And there's the big rich and poor division, like now. That's it. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow I have. Go check out the Shakespeare thing. It's in the playlist and it's also listed. Winter's Tale. Talk about, it was kind of like what is it? That guy that passed away, Jerry Springer. Jerry. They got the folder, Who's the Father? It's a little like that, but Shakespeare style. Aloha. It's a sunrise for you.